Hey, it's your fellow alopecia princess, Jacqueline Roberta. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of my show. Before I get started, I would like to ask you guys to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. And give me a few minutes to decide whether or not you like my content. And if you do, you can give me a thumbs up too. Anyway, so today I got dressed, right? I don't know, getting dressed these days is like a huge deal because there's really no reason to ever get dressed. I actually got dressed for real. Like I put shoes on, I put a jacket on, I pulled out one of my purses. Like I got dressed just to go to drop off some groceries at my parents' house and to go to the package store. I went and I picked up some Cabernet and some tequila. So I'll be good for the next month or so. And I wanted to look nice. Like I wanted to feel like pretty again, right? So I did that, and I even put some makeup on, and I even put my eyelashes on. You know, I did all that. But as I was getting dressed, I started thinking to myself, what's gonna happen to thrift stores post-coronavirus? What's gonna happen? Like, is the governor going to just reopen dirty ass thrift stores? And the reason why I mention this is because I'm a thrift shop junkie, okay? 50% of my wardrobe comes from a thrift shop. No kidding, right? I've never made a secret about this in the past before. I've never thought anything was wrong about thrifting. I know plenty of people think that thrifting is for poor people, thrifting is gross, it's dirty, all those things. I never had a problem with it. I grew up doing it. It's a pastime I shared with my family, with my parents. To this very day, like my dad comes and picks me up. My 70-year-old dad comes and picks me up and we go thrifting together. Like it's a fun thing for us to do. And I pick up some of my major fashion staples at thrift shops. So I'm really worried about the future of thrift shops. Okay, so why am I worried? I'm worried because thrift shops are naturally dirty places. I'm just going to come out and say it. I never would have said this a month ago or 2 months ago because I never wanted to own that, but I have to acknowledge it. You know, the thrift store is basically a dirty laundry, a big dirty laundry store. Okay, you go in there and you're just combing through racks and racks of clothes that were never cleaned because let's just be honest, nobody's cleaning these clothes that they're selling in thrift stores. Okay, maybe at some vintage shops you can get things that are cleaned and pressed, but at a real thrift store, none of that stuff is cleaned. Okay, so while I never had a problem with it in the past, knowing now what I know about viruses and the way that viruses travel, I'm nervous about it. Like I can't see myself going inside the Salvation Army and combing through racks and racks of clothes and pulling out the items and putting them up against myself. And, you know, I just can't see myself doing that right now. And I don't know when it would be okay to do that ever. Like, again, like in my mind, there's a lot of things now I can't see myself doing anymore. Like I can't see myself getting on the subway anymore. I just can't see it. I'm a New Yorker. I'm going to have to get on the subway again for certain, unless like I get a job right here where I don't have to get on the subway. But I mean, like, there's ways to avoid that. There's also ways to avoid everything, but I digress. Anyway, back to like thrifting. I just can't see myself doing that anymore, but that would be like really, really shitty if I couldn't go inside a thrift store again and shop because I mean, like some of my best pieces, and the reason why I thought about it today was because I was putting on some of my best pieces. Today I'm wearing this leather bolero jacket. It's Italian leather. It's vintage. I picked this up probably like 3 years ago, and I wear it like often. Like it gets a lot of good wear out of it. So, you know, if it looks a little, it may, or I don't even know. I don't feel like it looks a little old, but I mean, it's leather. It's Italian leather. It's not getting old. And I picked this up, if I'm not mistaken, I picked this up for $16 at Savers. And like, I would never be able to afford a piece like this. If I was to try to get a piece like this at like Nordstrom's, something like this would cost me between 400 and let's just like look at it. I want you to look at it. Like, look at the craftsmanship of this, okay? It's beautiful Italian leather. There was a lot of detail put into this. I would give this a $1,200 price tag. I would give this between $400 and $1,200 price tag if I were to buy this new. And God knows I can't afford that. I have a family of 4. You know, I do okay financially, but I'm not loaded, okay? I don't have tons of money. And I do like to shop a lot. So I like to have like an ongoing changing wardrobe. So to sustain that desire to shop often, and then to also have these great pieces, like how am I going to do that moving forward without the thrift store? And I really do hope that thrift stores find a way of presenting themselves back into the market post coronavirus. I don't know that thrift stores can survive the coronavirus because I don't think it's just me. I think everyone's going to be afraid to jump right back in there and start combing those racks again in the thrift stores, okay? So anyway, I wanted to show you guys a few of the pieces that I've gotten. Actually, I went shopping back in January. I wanted to do some shopping to pick up some spring items, and I got these espadrilles. They're made by The Flex. I got these for $4 at Savers, and they are a beautiful piece of leather, espadrilles. They retail for $50, I think about $50 or $60, and I got them for $4. They match my leather jacket perfectly. Is it perfect? Is it a perfect match? I think it is. Look at that. And it matches my... Let me just put this shit together so you guys can see how I worked this freaking outfit today to go drop groceries off at my parents' house. Okay? Like, check this out. Check this out. Can y'all see that? Like, I can never afford this outfit like from Nordstrom's or I don't know, any of these expensive stores that I don't shop at anyway. Okay? Excuse me. So yeah, I wanted to show you guys that outfit and a couple of the other items that I picked up back in January when I shopped again at the thrift store. So normally I would do this like circuit of thrift stores. I would stop at Savers, and then from there I would drive to the Salvation Army, and then from there I would hit up all the little kind of smaller off-name neighborhood thrift stores, and I would always come back like with some amazing stuff. So one of the pieces that I picked up in January was this amazing trench coat. Okay, so in my mind, I would have been out going to work on the train. Let me just put it on for you. During the March, April months, and it would be raining all the time because that's what it does in March, April, and I would just be looking so sophisticated on the New York City subway, which I never want to get on again, by the way, in my gorgeous trench coat. Okay, I don't know if this even fits me anymore because like I sat around this house and got all fat, but whatever. I would wear it like this nonetheless, because the great thing about this ring is that it's not so cold that you can't just like open up your jacket. Okay, so just take a look at that. It's fully lined. It's got that, if you saw it before, it has that gingham lining. Look at that. It's also vintage. Ooh, can't open it. So check out the lining on that. It's just like a really, really good piece. Again, something that I don't think I could afford to really pick up so easily at you know, at the department store. I mean, I'm not saying I couldn't afford getting it at retail prices, because I could. It just would mean I would have to change everything about the way I shop, because I like to shop often. So anyway, that's the name brand of it. It's Carol Cohen Brayton. Carol Cohen Brayton. Also a vintage piece, okay? So you saw that. I also picked up these Dolce Vita shoes, because in my mind I was going to be going out a lot to dinner and dates with my friends and with my husband. Of course, we all know we're on a quarantine, so there's not much going out, but nonetheless, I do intend to go out again. And these freaking shoes, let me just show you how freaking gorgeous they are. First off, they're suede. They zip around like this. Okay. That looks like a 5-inch heel or something like that. Oh, hang on. Can you see my shoes? Oh, here we go. All right. Try not to pay attention to my toenails, okay? The salon is closed. But just get a load of that, okay? Get a load of these freaking shoes that I picked up for $6. And if you look at the bottom, you can see there was actually a label on it that said not for resale, and that normally means that it was a that the item was a what do you call it again? Like a sample piece, right? So I'm guessing this was a sample piece from Dolce Vita, and I picked it up for between $4 and $6. I don't remember. I'm sure it was no more than that, because nothing I buy is more than that for the most part, unless it's like, I don't know, an amazing name, right? So yeah, I picked those up. Oh my God, they're so freaking gorgeous, okay? And then last but not least, this bag. This bag is velvet, leather, made in Italy, and it's by Roberta DiCamerino. I'm not gonna lie, when I first picked up this bag, I didn't know who Roberta DiCamerino is. However, I knew right away that this was a brand not to play around with. Okay, I knew it. Hang on, sorry. Okay. So while I'm at the store, I'm like, this bag is gorgeous. I felt like when I picked it up, I felt like I picked up a $1,000 item, right? And the price tag was like $6 or something like that. Everything is $6 and $4, right? So I go on Google and I find a Roberta DiCamerino Italian leather bag with velvet, because Roberta DiCamerino is famous for her velvet bags. And the first one I saw was like $1,200. You can't buy them new anymore because I don't know, maybe you can buy them new. I don't think so though. This is an amazing bag. Like, I just felt like I really struck it rich. And if I can't shop like this anymore, I just don't know what I'm gonna do. I just don't know what I'm gonna do. So you guys, I hope you enjoyed watching my little thrift store haul and my commentary on whether or not thrift stores will make it through the coronavirus. I don't know if they'll survive the coronavirus. You guys, please let me know in the comments what you think. Please, if you think, or if you've never like been into thrifting and you've always, you know, sworn it off and thought it was gross, but please save your comments for a different post for someone else, because I'm not that kind of girl and it would insult me. And why do that, right? So we're not going to do that in this video. We're going to just talk about in the comments, like, what do you think is going to be the future of thrifting post coronavirus? Like, will we be able to survive that? How will we shop? Like, I don't know. If the laws begins to mandate that the thrift stores wash the clothes before selling them, right away, that's going to increase the prices of your items, right? Which is okay if it's only, increasing it by a few dollars, but a lot of us, when we thrift, we're picking up items for $2 and $3. Not me, because I'm in New York, and in New York, nothing costs $2 and $3. You can get things for between like $6 and $15 or $20 in New York, mostly. But like, the margins will increase. That's all I'm saying. The margins, did I say that right? Well, anyway, the costs will increase considerably, and that would take away from the whole shopping experience, because a good part of the reason why we should thrift is because of the low price of thrifting. And I wouldn't mind spending more money if they wash the clothes first. I just don't know how long it would take before these companies decide to take that route, or if it would even be beneficial for, say, a Salvation Army or a Savers to start washing clothes. Like, that would change the whole structure of their plan, like of their business plan, if they had to start housing like washing machines and people who wash clothes and people to dry clothes. It would cost so much more money, and I don't even know if it would be beneficial for a nonprofit to take those times out. I don't even know. So, like, what's going to happen to shopping? Are we going to just default to like eBay and, sites like Mercari and stuff like that, where we know the items are cleaned first? Or how can we even guarantee that the items were cleaned first? I don't know. Anyway, I look forward to hearing your comments, and we'll talk again soon. Peace.